Morning all. A little later getting going. We're doing our Christmas today. So, that being said, there are 11 games tonight in the National Hockey League. There were going to be 12, but of course the Columbus-Buffalo game has been delayed. 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific. We had 3 games starting then, beginning with the Boston Bruins and against the Ottawa Senators. Now, October 18th, Ottawa won 7-5. The third and fourth meetings will be February the 20th as well as March the 21st. On the Boston side, they are the ridiculous 27-4-2. Their last 10 games are 7-1-2, and away from home they're 9-4. But remember, one of those 4 losses was in Ottawa, so they're looking for a measure of revenge against the Senators team that's 14-16-2. Their last 10 games they're 5-3-2, and at home they're 8-8-1. So Ottawa trying to get above NHL 500 at home, and keep the winning going at least at a rate that gives their fans some hope. And again, with Ottawa, of course, losses going into the break didn't help. But we'll see how they are coming out of the break. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start as well between Chicago and Carolina. November the 14th, Carolina won this matchup 3-0. Chicago is 8-20-4. Their last 10 games, they're 2-8. Away from home, they're 3-8-2. So wherever a team can lose, Chicago's been losing in recent months, but that was the plan all along. Carolina's 22-6-6. Their last 10 games, they're 9-0-1. They've won 8 in a row. At home, they're 10-3-1. So for Carolina, this is, I would qualify it as a trap game, but they're coming out of the Christmas break. They know what they need to do. They've got points in 14 straight. I don't think Chicago gets the upset here. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between the Washington Capitals and the New York Rangers. Old feud is rekindled, and this is the first of 4 meetings. They'll meet again February the 25th, March the 14th, as well as April the 2nd. For Washington, they're 19-13-4. Their last 10 games, they are 9-1. Away from home, they're 8-8-3. So overall, the record has gotten much better for the Washington Capitals. The New York Rangers are 19-11-5. Their last 10 games are 8-2. And at home, they're 8-6-4. So their home record isn't as good as you would want it to be if you're a Rangers fan. And this could be game of the night material because both teams are fighting for probably the same playoff spot. Or at the very least, right now, it's a wild card 1, wild card 2 situation. We'll see how things go again coming out of the break. 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific start between the Pittsburgh Penguins and the New York Islanders. This is the first of 4 meetings as well. They'll meet again February 17th, February 20th, as well as March the 9th. On the Pittsburgh side, they're 19-9-5. Their last 10 games are 8-1-1. Away from home, they're 9-6-4. Or 9-6-2, I should say. So for the Pittsburgh Penguins, we're really hot going into the break. We'll see what happens coming out of it. On the Islanders front, they're 19-14-2. Their overall numbers, their last 10 games, 4-4-2. They've had some good wins. They've had some discouraging losses. And so we'll see how things go. And at home, they're 10-6. So for the Islanders, who are really kind of up against it, and I talked about that when I was doing the divisional videos the other day, and how basically for the Islanders, they need to get some wins strung together here because the odds of them making the playoffs seem to be slipping. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific start between the Dallas Stars and the Nashville Predators. This is the third time they met already this year. Dallas has won the first 2. They won 4-1 October 13th and 5-1 October 15th. The fourth and final meeting will be April the 3rd. On the Dallas side, they're 29-6. Their last 10 games are 6-3-1. And away from home, they're 10-5-3. So for Dallas, we'll see how things go with this one tonight in Nashville. And Nashville should be playing some desperate hockey. They're 14-13-5. Their last 10 games, not very encouraging at 3-4-3. And at home, they're 8-5-3. So they're not winning at home at the normal rate they would. I kind of like Nashville in this one. We'll see how it goes. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific start between the Minnesota Wild and the Winnipeg Jets. On November the 23rd, Minnesota won this matchup 6-1. This is the second of 4 meetings. They will meet again on March the 8th as well as April the 11th. On the Minnesota front, they are 19-12-2. Their last 10 games, they're 7-3. Away from home, they're 8-6-1. On the Winnipeg side, they're 21-12-1. Their last 10 games, they are 5-5. So, rough run with that road trip before the break. We'll see how they do at home against Minnesota. And at home, they're 12-5. So their home record's very good. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific start as well between Toronto and St. Louis. So it's not going to be that busy to start. But by the time you reach 5 o'clock, there's 7 games on at the same time. This is the first of 2 meetings between the Maple Leafs and the Blues. They'll meet again on January the 3rd in Toronto. The Maple Leafs are 21-7-6. Their last 10 games, they're 7-2-1. Away from home, they're 8-5-3. On the St. Louis side, they are 16-16-2. Their last 10 games, they're 5-3-2. They had an encouraging road trip before the break. And at home, they're 6-7-1. They want to fix that home record at least a little bit tonight. A matchup with Toronto. We'll see how things go. This could be one of the more entertaining games of the night. 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific start between Colorado and Arizona. So this is the first of 4 meetings between these teams. They'll meet again, all 3 of them in March. March the 11th, 24th, as well as the 26th. On the Colorado side of things, they're 19-11-2. Their last 10 games, they're 6-3-1. On the road, they're 10-6. And Colorado's been finding ways to get points. Even though they've had the injuries they're still finding ways to get wins. Arizona's 11-16-5. Their last 10 games, they're 4-5-1. At home, they're 5-3-2. So again, you've got to watch for Arizona. If you don't outwork them, they will beat you. 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific start between the Edmonton Oilers and the Calgary Flames. The third and final meeting this year. I know, So, again, at this time, there will be 9 games on. I'll be doing what I can. But yeah, Calgary won the first matchup October the 15th, 4-3. Edmonton wins October 29th, 3-2. We'll see who wins the rubber match tonight. The Oilers are 18-15-2. Their last 10 games, they're 4-4-2. Away from home, they're 9-6-1. So overall, the picture for the Oilers is kind of middle of the pack, middling, and should be better than that. Calgary's been middling too. They're 16-12-7. Their last 10 games, they're 4-2-4. So while Calgary picks up 7 points out of a possible 8 on that road trip through California, the real work starts now, and we'll see how things go for them. At home, they are 10-6-2, so their home record is better than their road record. And again, 4 wins for both of these teams in their last 10. They've had a hard time of it. 10 Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific start between San Jose and Vancouver. Vancouver's won both meetings so far, both of those in overtime. November the 27th, it was 4-3. December 7th, it was 6-5. The fourth and final meeting will be March the 23rd. On the San Jose side, they're 11-18-6. Their last 10 games are 3-5-2. Away from home, they're 7-8-1. So a little bit better of a road record than home record. Vancouver's got to be careful. They're 15-15-3. Their last 10 games are 6-4. Of course, they won that big game with Edmonton before the break. At home, they're 6-9-1, so their home record is not as good as their road record, and we'll see if that continues tonight. 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific start between the Vegas Golden Knights and the LA Kings. On October the 11th, Vegas wins this matchup 4-3. Then there's 2 more meetings to come on January the 7th as well as April the 6th. Vegas is now 24-11-2. Their last 10 games are 6-4. They won a couple going into the break. On the road, they're fantastic. 14-2-1. We'll see how it goes tonight in LA. The Kings are 19-12-6. Their last 10 games are 6-2-2. And at home, they're 10-5-2. So let me know your winners in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. And there you go. Let me know your thoughts as always. I will talk to you again soon.